Hi, my name is Ebony, and I'm going to be speaking on mental health days in the workplace. So, imagine going to work every day, you're feeling completely drained, stressed, overwhelmed, but your job still expects you to perform at your best. Well, that has been becoming way more common in most jobs nowadays. A lot of employees are dealing with working long hours, heavy workloads, and just the constant pressure of staying productive. And because of this, it's becoming harder for them to maintain a healthy balance between work and their personal life. And as a result of that, more employees are experiencing burnout, which it is starting to feel extreme. Well, burnout is basically when you're feeling like a physical exhaustion that affects both your job and then also your well-being. So a lot of these companies, they have started offering mental health days, and a mental health day is basically a time off specifically meant for employees to rest, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health without feeling guilty. So there has been a lot of a lot of employers that are still questioning whether mental health days are really necessary. So this leads to my main idea. Okay, so my thesis. Mental health days in the workplace, they are important. They're important because they reduce employee burnout, they improve overall well-being, and increase productivity and engagement. A major effect of mental health days is how they reduce employee burnout. And burnout is basically something that happens when employee or when people in general experience long-term stress. They do not get enough rest. They start feeling exhausted. They have no motivation to do anything. And then they start noticing, well, the employers start noticing that there has been a decrease in their performance. So, according to the researcher Tori McNally, burnout is described as extreme exhaustion, and that is caused by ongoing stress. Um, and when employees reach this point, it becomes very, very difficult for them to concentrate and stay positive, or even it's hard for them to meet their deadlines. So the burnout, it just doesn't affect work. It also can affect their mental health, physical health. Employees, they start feeling very tired, maybe anxious. They just feel disconnected from their jobs in general. So I think that one interesting thing that is connected to burnout is something called quiet quitting. Quiet quitting, that is when employees not only do the bare minimum, but is when they start to seem a little lazy. So it's just a response that they have because the job is just so overwhelming with stress and they don't have the support that they need. So they tend to do the bare minimum. So it's like they don't really quit their job, but it's like mentally they're just not there. So when they don't have enough time to recover, then they start feeling like the company doesn't value them and they start to disengage. So this is where I think that mental health days start to become important because mental health days will give the employees that time to step away, reset, recover from the stress, and then they're able to return to work and then they'll have more energy, be able to stay focused. So one thing that McNally did explain is that giving the employees guilt-free time, I love that, guilt-free time off, it allows them to collect their thoughts and then come back and then they're more engaged. So instead of hurting the company, mental health days actually help by reducing the burnout, improving focus, and just keeping employees motivated. So, the solution, mental health days, they give you a chance to give employees a chance to reset and they're able to recover. In addition to burnout, mental health days do also improve the overall well being by just helping the employees feel like their company actually supports them. So, this increases the productivity, it increases engagement, as I stated before. And because the employees who are mentally healthy, they stay more focused, they are able to make less mistakes, and they're able to just contribute more into the workplace. So, in conclusion to the mental health days and how important their role is in today's workplace, research shows that it helps reduce burnout. So it supports the employees' well-being, improve productivity and engagement. As the workplace stress continues to increase, it is important for employers to just recognize that mental health is just as important as physical health when it comes to working. And also, by providing mental health, they should not see it as a weakness, but they should actually see it as investment in basically a stronger team, a stronger and more effective workplace. So when employees are given that time that they need to take care of themselves, then they're more likely to succeed both professionally and personally. So at, at the end, that just leads to a healthier workplace, a more successful workplace for everyone.